Hey yo, what's good YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I know, I've been gone for a while, just been super busy, but I'm so stoked to be back. I got two new series coming out which I'm sure you guys are gonna love, at least I hope so, fingers crossed. The first one is this one, that what we are doing, it's called Reacting to True Scary Story Animations, which is a bit of a horror thing but ain't so bad because I mean it's animation, how bad can it get? I say that now, but literally an hour from now or a couple of minutes from now I'll be shitting myself. So yeah, but anyways, the second one is something that I've never done before. Well, I have gamed. Okay, I just gave it away, it's gaming. But I'm gonna be gaming, but for the first time I'm gonna be actually recording myself while I game, which is something, I don't know, we'll see how it plays out. So make sure to keep your guys' notifications turned on so you guys get notified as soon as those videos drop. And before we get started, let's make sure to give this video a big like and make sure to subscribe if you're new. Let's get into it, I guess. Okay, so before we start guys, the channel that I'm getting all of this from, super great channel, I mean best animations, best horrors, they call Wansee Entertainment. I'll leave a link in the description right below, so make sure to go give them a follow. And without further any ado, let's get started.
I was 20 at the time when this happened. I still remember this as a vivid memory in my brain that would never get erased.
Music's good.
One day, I was at a club with a few friends. I saw a cute girl, which was totally my type at first glance.
Well, hello there. I mean, as far as lines and pixelations go, you got a curve, so let's see.
She had blonde hair and deep brown eyes. Her nose was tiny and cute. Her lips were red like a rose.
Okay. Police, 911, somebody. I mean, was that just me or did this guy get all creepy on this girl right now? I mean, okay, you're looking at the girl, but then you start describing things to her. Looks like a rose or something like that. I mean, we've all been in a situation where, you know, it's uncomfortable because you've been in a club or whatever, for instance, and you get those people that just tend to stare at you like really uncomfortably, like the way I'm doing right now. And when you look, they're like, or like, you know, scratching their head or something. So if you're watching this video, don't do that. If you like someone and they look at you back, just go introduce yourself, speak to them. You never know how it may turn out. And don't be a creep, yo. I think that's the rule for today. Just don't be a creep. Let's get back into it.
I approached her and I asked if she wanted a drink or something. She said yeah, and we drank a lot. She told me to come by her place. Wait.
Did you guys just see the mouth movement? According to him, he said she told him to come by her place. That's what we heard. But I saw something totally different with that mouth. If you go back and see, that mouth was actually doing wow, wow, wow. You don't believe me? Let's go back. I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about.
She said yeah, and we drank a lot. She told me to come by her place. I hesitated.
Okay. Now, I'm sorry guys, but if I'm a person basically that pays attention to detail, and that just got me off guard, and it's so funny. But wait, did she just invite him to her place, not the other way around?
First, but soon I agreed. I told my friends that I was leaving early, and we booked a cab. We got in the cab, and 15 minutes later, we arrived at her house. Her apartment had a 2-floor. Nothing special, but just normal. We stepped inside, and all of a sudden, I smelled something rotten. I got a bit nauseous and asked her if I could use the bathroom.
Don't buffer now, please.
She smiled and said yes. I rushed in, and as I did, the smell got stronger. That's where the smell was coming from. At first, I didn't pay attention and puked into the sink. I thought that I had drunk a bit too much, but it was not. Just then, I heard a splash of water right beside the bathtub. I turned and opened a shower curtain, and then what I saw made my heart drop. A dead body of a boy around my age, mutilated, was lying in the bathtub obliquely.
Hey yo, I don't care who you are, how pretty you are, what kind of person you are. I really don't care. If I see that, first thing, there's one of two things I'm about to do. Let me tell you. The first thing I'm about to do is say, hey yo, we're out of toilet paper. You have any toilet paper? When she goes to get some, I'm breaking through the window or I'm kicking a door down, I'm getting out. And the second part of it, which, let me be blatant, I will literally smack a bitch and run. I'll get out of there. This is crazy, yo. He just stumbled upon a serial killer's house. So, I don't know. Man, I hope he gets out.
As I got closer, I realized that his right leg was cut off too. I was freaked out. I wanted to scream, but it didn't come out.
Smack her!
But I decided not to go outside, because she might be a psychopath killer and could kill me too. I tried to find an escape. Then I spotted something that I wasn't expecting.
What's that?
A small pocket knife stuck out from his jean pocket.
Stab the bitch. Stab the bitch.
I cautiously took the knife and flicked the door open.
Okay, that's getting
There was no one outside,
Okay.
and only that girl was sitting on the steps. I asked her what was in the bathtub, and suddenly, her expression got different. She flashed a maniac grin,
Oh my God.
and then she took out something from her back, a knife. All of a sudden, she lunged toward me, but I dodged it. I took out my knife and swung around as soon as she came to me.
Hey, yo, this is so funny. He's moving with a little pocket-sized knife, and she's straight up here with a machete about to chop this man into pieces. And what is that? He's like, don't hit me. Let's see what happens. Sorry, guys. Sorry I'm posing so much. It's just I have to react to this.
Kicked her.
Oh,
She let out a scream as she fell to the ground. I heard some noise upstairs, but I wasn't going to check that out. I sprinted out the door and ran 2 blocks straight without stopping, and then called the cops. The cops searched the whole house and arrested 3 people, all charged for murdering innocent young boys. Then I took a cab back to my house. I called and told my parents about this incident. I wasn't able to sleep that night at all. This was the scariest I've ever experienced. And who knew what would have happened if I didn't find that knife?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Like literally, guys. I practically shat myself in that video. Oh my God. Imagine being in that situation though, guys. Oh, hell no. Very scary, yo, guys. That is really, really scary. Okay, let me just compose myself and gather myself and all my emotions. I mean, it's like all over the place. Let me just gather it, put it back inside. Are you guys ready for the next one? Thank you, Wansee Entertainment, for this video. Don't forget, guys, please go down below and subscribe to them. The stuff they have is amazing. Okay, let's go for the second one. My stepdad was totally crazy psycho.
My mom used to work as a taxi driver, and she started to go out with one of her coworkers. Let's call him Larry for the sake.
Firstly, this animation is weird, and the girl giving the narration. Oh my God, her voice like, yo, you need to pop some Red Bulls. Have some, yo.
Of the story. He seemed like a nice guy at first. Finally, they got married and had a daughter, and we will call her Ruby. But once they got married, things started to change immediately. He was not a nice guy after all. If something didn't go his way, he always ran to his mom's house.
Pussy ass.
Because in her mind, he was still her baby, even though he was a 50-year-old man.
Oh wait, I just got that now. That's the guy and his mother. I thought that two had children and they were hey yo, this is a bitch ass bitch. Oh my God, okay.
Mama's boy. Mom and Larry would break up and make up a lot.
Probably fight
So
with you all the time because you have such big man shoulders. Yes, you can knock somebody out with those shoulders.
That was just normal behavior. But when he got drunk, sometimes we didn't let him inside the house as he can become a violent person. He'd break in by smashing a window to get in on
Oh,
occasion.
you're paying for that, yo.
Well, he would not hurt us, but broke things like a TV or a family member's computer, which made us terrified. The final straw was when he came into our house one day. He kidnapped Ruby and ran away for 2 days until the police arrested him and brought Ruby back home, even though Larry was her dad. Mom was literally traumatized by this incident. We decided to move out of our house, and it was a great idea to move away from him at a safe distance. We had none of his belongings, so he had no reason to come crawling back to us. So we moved out, and as time went by, we settled into the new house. We all started school, and I always woke up extra early to shower and play video games before I went to school.
Wait. You woke up at 4 a.m. in the morning to play video games before school. I don't know about you guys, but when I was in school, I would sleep every single hour that I got. Ain't no waking up early for nothing. Nothing. I will sleep. If my alarm was set for 6:30, I'm waking up at 6:31. Ain't nobody waking up 4 o'clock to play video games. You play video games when you get back home. Sleep for me was most important. Give this video a like if you agree and you're with me on that point. Would you ever wake up at 4 a.m. to play video games? Nah, little girl. That's probably why he hates your family so much, because you're probably up there 4 o'clock in the morning, pew, 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 and then he's like, oh shit, not this again. And he goes and cries by his mom. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. Let's get back into it.
But this one day, when I woke up at 4 a.m. and finished taking a shower, I came out of the bathroom and looked out of the window unintentionally. It was still dark, and there was a man who was walking up and down the path by the side of our house. Suddenly, he looked up and stared at me. He realized that I saw him. I stood there and did nothing. Then he walked away and stood under the streetlight.
Somebody call 911, please. Again. It's the second video, but we're calling 911 again. What's up with the creeps in this video, man?
Smile. He came over to the mailbox. He was sorry. He said he went to my mom so they could start over again. I ran to mom and woke her up, but we decided to call the police instead of letting him inside.
Mama.
About 10 minutes later, the police came to arrest him. They found out that he drove a car while drunk and left it halfway up the road. And when they searched him, he had a surgical scalpel in his pocket. He told the police that it was just a joke, but no one believed him.
What? Hey yo, what? He was about to cut them. He was really about to cut them. If not worse, probably swap an eye with that one's eye and put an ear in this. I don't know how serial killers think. I'm sorry if you're a serial killer and you're offended by this. I apologize, but I do not condone that behavior, so I wouldn't know. And the police is like, hey yo, why do you have a knife? I don't know. It's a joke. It's the best excuse you couldn't say I need to cut an orange or something. It's a joke. Are you serious right now? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. That's gonna do it for that video. Make sure if you guys enjoyed and you want more, please show me how much you want more by hitting that like button. Actually kick it right now. Put your phone on the floor and kick it. Kick that like button so I can feel it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new and turn on notifications so you never miss a post. If you guys want part 2, well, I'm still gonna do part 2, but make sure you watch part 1 because it's gonna be a continuation. Yeah, just keep those notifications on, guys. And until the next time, oh yeah, the gaming, it's coming soon. And one last reminder, thank you Wansee Entertainment for that amazing videos, for those 2 amazing videos. I forget how to speak sometimes, sorry, forgive me. Yeah, anyways, make sure to subscribe to Wansee Entertainment. You guys show them some love, show them support, and I'll see you guys in part 2. Peace.